Next week you go to Hawaii for the Hawaii Bowl. Has it sunk into you that this is your last college game? And what's practice been like as you get ready for it?
Hasn't sunk in yet. I mean, I don't know. The last home game was kind of the breaking point where you had to like really get focused and really be set to play the last home game and make it good, win it. So to me, I'm just trying to keep calm and just take every day at a time and see where it goes.
You made the all-conference team this year. Where did that rank on your list of goals or priorities entering your senior season?
Well, I really didn't have any. I just I wanted to be the best I could be on the field, and then everything else will eventually take care of itself. So I spent time in the weight room, time in the meeting room, time in watching film, and that just took care of itself. And I was ready for the games. I knew what to do, and I was comfortable.
Last time you went to Hawaii, you'd finished your freshman season. You'd played 1 year of football in your life. Is it possible to put into words how much different it is now for you just on a daily basis, going to practice, watching film, in meetings, your overall comfort level comparing now to 2009?
Yeah, I understand the game a little bit more, a lot more actually, than I did my freshman year, and it's been a really fun time the past 4 years. So I don't know, it's hard to put it in words.
A lot of people didn't realize how limited you were at the beginning of this year by your back injury, where you described it as being so painful at some point you could barely stand up. Considering that injury, are you surprised that you were able to come back, lead the team in sacks, end up on the all-conference team?
Well, it was a lot of rehab that went into it. After the Baylor game, it was 2 weeks. I just got every possible combination of every possible rehab center in Dallas, and I saw a lot of doctors and I got a lot of good information. And a couple days before the A&M game, actually, we found out what was actually wrong with it. So we started working on it, and it felt better right away. So I was ready for the A&M game, and we've been keeping up with the rehab ever since. So I mean, I never lost focus, or I never got worried about it because it will eventually get healthy.
When you look at the Fresno State offense, their quarterback Derek Carr was Conference Player of the Year. When you study him on film, what's most impressive about him?
Well, he can throw a really good deep ball. First and foremost, he can run the offense efficiently. They have a solid offensive line. They have a really good running back. He's agile as well, so we have to play a good game.
You mentioned the offensive line. You've seen some pretty good ones this year. I know Texas A&M has a couple of tackles that are projected to be first or second round picks. How does this offensive line at Fresno State compare to some of the better lines you've seen this year?
Well, they're big, they're strong, and we have to play our technique better than they do. And if we do that, we will play good. But at the same time, if you lose focus, you're going to be down the field, and they're still behind you. So they have some athletes.
Outside of football, what are you looking forward to the most on this trip?
I don't know. It'll be interesting. It's just, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to the 8-hour plane trip, but
beach, surfing, hula dancing,
well,
any of that?
That's just to me, it's more about being a business trip than anything extracurricular. So I'm mainly focused on the football game, as I was 4 years ago as a freshman. So that's my main goal.
You've gotten as much attention as any SMU player in decades as far as your potential for the future at the next level. Is it hard to focus on what you're doing and not sort of look ahead and think about what's coming next after this year?
This and that. I usually just don't try to read anything into it or focus in. I mean, I just come to practice, do my thing, and we'll see how it goes. If you start reading up on it and start thinking about the future that's not here yet, it will eventually just tear you apart, and you will lose focus, and bad things may happen. So I try to keep a cold mind and a fresh take on it.
How long after the bowl game do you get to take off before you start training for the combine and then thinking about the next stage of your football career?
A couple days. and after that I'll head to Florida for training camp.